What is spiritual sincerity? And what does spiritual sincerity get you? Two deep questions that you listening out there should answer for yourselves. What does that mean to you? And in this video, I'm going to share what that means for me and what it's gotten me and how far. So, spiritual sincerity. The first thing I think of is being sincere. Being sincere to me, to who I am, and with whatever I'm doing, do it because it's what I want to do. And if I want to do something, I'm going to put my all into it. It's going to hold meaning. That's sincerity, some spiritual sincerity to me. And then you can see it as a physical sincerity, but it starts with the spirit. It starts with your inner self. You have to want to do something. You have to want to believe. You also have to mean what you say. To give it your all and to feel sincerity for the other person to as well. That's what it takes. Godly sincerity. That's what I see to be one of the main reasons why you stand out. Because you're sincere when it comes to who you are. You're not being religious, following a order that man requires of you. If you don't want to pray 8 times a day, then don't. It's better to do something with meaning than to do it without. Just don't do it at all. There's no sincerity. So if I'm talking with my father or I'm asking him something, you'd think that I'd be asking with sincere meaning. I don't just do it because I'm told to, because I feel I should. There would be no meaning. Again, that's how you stand out. I'm not perfect. I don't aim to be necessarily when it comes to my authentic self, at least. Yes, I want to be better. Yes, I want to continue on a straight path. That perfection. Will that be perfection? No, but at least my intention is to be. But when it comes to my authentic self, who I am, what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it, there's always sincerity there because I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do because I don't have to. Remember, you're your own person. I am my own person. Yes, I have a father. Yes, I have a mother. Yes, I follow my Lord Jesus. Yes, I respect them. Yes, I will listen to them. But I am still my own person with my own mind, my own feelings, my own dreams, my own passions. And that's what sets you apart. I was not the quiet child. No, I was a loud one. I wasn't quiet at all. I was a talkative one. I talked and I talked until I stuttered. I talked and I talked until it turned gibberish. I laughed and I laughed until my stomach hurt it. And that's still the type of person I am. A free spirit. I don't take well with orders, especially if they don't align with my rights. I'm not a conformer. It's not me. I do my own thing. I walk alone. I always have. In school, everywhere I've been. That's the type of person I am. I didn't try to be. I wasn't that way because I'm supposed to be. No, I actually was looked at lowly because of it. So my point is, be you, be yourself. That's sincerity to oneself. When you try to be like someone, again, you talk idolizing. That's sin. That's sin toward your soul, to your individual. That's what it is. You're not hurting no one but yourself. Yeah, there's things I might not like, things I may need to improve. Okay, well, we need to work on those things then. Instead of just carelessly idolizing someone else or wishing that we had whatever they have. It's worthless, it's pointless. Be sincere to oneself. And that's how you can be, by just being yourself. Your authentic self. And if you can't find or don't know who that is, then you should go into isolation. You should look in a reflection. You should speak to yourself alone. Who are you? Who are you when no one's looking? When no one's there? Do you have a personality? You can't just be numb. But who knows, right? Because I'm not you. I can only speak for me. So, humbly speaking, you don't have to purchase these self-help books if it's really necessary. But when it comes to like how you would be chosen, how can you be, what does he look for, what have has you stand out, like it's really the simple things. But that's the thing, it has to be sincere. You can read on these things, I can tell you what I've done, who I am, what I'm doing. But I don't do it for a reward. I don't do it because that's what I'm supposed to do or what people expect of me, what God wants of me. I don't do it because of that. I do it because it's sincere. It's what I want to do. It's part of who I am. Before it was okay and cool to be this way, it wasn't. It wasn't. The keys, the number one key is isolation. I know most people know this now more than ever. And of course, it's not an easy thing to do. It keeps you in some way. When you grow up not having friends and family, you kind of have no choice. Yeah, you can make the decision to make that sort of life, but you also see that the people, most people are the same. And yeah, there are ones out there that are rare and they're out there scattered. But it's not up to me to go find them. I'm not desperate. It's not that much of a need. I'm just proving my point that maybe it's for the best. Focusing on yourself, taking that time to continue to be alone. If that's where you can hear him the most, see God the most, then you're going to benefit from it regardless. Being alone, right? The verse says something about us in a secret place. Go into that secret room, away. That's the whole part of it being a secret. No one knows. No one's supposed to know what you're doing. You're not supposed to announce it. There should be sincerity. And it should just be between you and the Father. Announcing shows validation that you crave it. There's no need to tell anyone anything. Let them mind their business. They didn't ask for it, and even if they did, you just say that it's in progress. I want to keep it to myself until it is finished. Certain things are not necessarily needed to be spoken out loud, and I'm all for speaking things out into the universe because regardless of whether the world the gods do, but there are things that's already known, meaning God already knows what you are going to do. God is saying, oh, my daughter is going to talk to me today. Why is she telling people about it? She should just come to me and talk to me. And that place where she finds me, where she knows I'd be. You see? Like sincerity. It makes you stand out. I understand that on the physical side of things, you have to present yourself physically a certain way to stand out. People tat up their body, change the color of their hair, try to stand out. That's not what God and how God chooses. That's how man chooses. Unless they're working in the spirit, then they'll choose and have the eyes like God has. But judging a person based on the flesh, is totally different from the spirit. The spirit, you don't have to do much other than just be yourself. And on the surface, doesn't seem like anyone's being themselves. Yeah, you can call it my individuality of how I want to dress and how I want to look and what I want to paint on my face and tattoo on my body. You can call that individuality. It's a form of it, but is it truly the definition? Because you is you. Come as you are, literally naked. There is no need for all of this covering to present yourself a certain way if you've already been created, if you've already been made whole. I don't see sincerity there to oneself. Again, we can do these things, and we have. We've painted our nails, did all types of things to express ourselves. Yeah, and that's cool, I guess, but it's not the natural you, and just come as you are naturally shows sincerity to oneself at its rawest form. So standing out in God's eyes is being yourself. If I didn't say these things and whoever else is saying the things that are should be known is known, um, people would just continue being and doing what they choose to do, right? But by us speaking, it kind of gives someone a chance to see, hmm, no wonder why I've not received this, or I didn't get this, or I don't have a relationship, and this. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are confused on why their relationship is non-existent with Jesus, with Christ. And maybe you've forgotten, maybe you don't care, maybe you're confused, maybe you know, and you just need a reminder. But you have to have a relationship with someone just like physically. It's the same thing spiritually. You have to take time to get to know this person, to get to know yourself, your authentic self, the one he created. And the more you get to know yourself and self reflect, he will help you build yourself, renew yourself, heal your wounds. But the further that you distract yourself, the further that you express yourself outwardly, will drive you further from his ways. Because ultimately you're not relying on him, you're relying on what man can give you, what he can create for you, what he's manufacturing, whether that be artificial this, artificial that. God has already given you here. He's already given you nows. He's already given you beautiful skin and beauty marks and moles to present you individually on the surface of things physically. And I'm saying that we've all, right? It, listen, it's not a sin, right? It's not a sin. But I'm just saying that to have a relationship with him, to feel connected, to understand his ways, is to embrace what he's given you. And what he's given you is free. That is all. Being true to oneself, being sincere, that's all it is. And if it takes you to come back to him, come constantly back to this secret space, then do it. Do what you have to do. Just like you do what you have to do for the physical, do what you have to do for your spiritual. If it's peace and quiet, then go where there is peace and there's quiet. And don't announce it, just do it. Because once you do, I mean, you're not alone then. People know where you're going. People are, probably going to follow you. Who knows? But just be quiet. That's what I'm doing. I'm using this to just let my mind flow because I can in peace and quiet. It's inspiring. It's relaxing away from people and their burdens and their expectations and their needs. I have needs physically and spiritually. I, my goodness, can you be selfish? Check that live out. Can I be selfish? Selfish to be selfless. I made a live on that topic. Can I be? I mean, I'm not asking. I've caught myself saying last year and into this year, leave me alone. And not in a harsh way, more just like, can people just leave me alone? Not in a harsh way, though. Just more of like if someone felt they had an expectation for me, and it's just like, please just leave me alone. Like, it's coming from a place of, I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for your judgment. I didn't, there's no reason for you to even expect anything from me. Like, who are you to me and who am I to you? Like, just leave me alone. Like, you're dealing with this with total strangers that hold no relations to you, no light or deep ties. And that's what I mean. Like, people are crossing boundaries. And it's just like, please leave me alone. When I'm actually ready, then I'll deal with it with someone worth it and someone that actually has relations with me. You're an acquaintance, sir. You're an acquaintance, man. Why should I care what you feel or think about me? You don't even know me. You're pretty much putting whatever that is on me when that's a you thing. Amen. So I caught myself saying, you know, and prior to that, I would say things like, "Just let me be," and I would actually be talking toward my father out of frustration. I don't talk to my father harshly. Now I'm sincere. I will say what I mean and mean what I say, but I don't know. It ain't in me. I mean, I know that when you respect someone and you love and you care and you know that this person is sincere, there is no ounce of needing to be, no yearning to be disrespectful. Mm-mm. No. And that's my point. It's not like I try not to be. I don't have to try. I don't have to try. But I would say, let me be, Father. And I would learn the hard way because I'd be like, let me be, let me be, let me be free, let me. And I learned the hard way. For example, I remember back in the day, what happened? I think I was going. I was. I forget exactly what happened, but it was something along the lines of I knew deep down that, like, my spirit knew that I didn't need to do what I was gonna do or go where I was gonna go. I knew that, like, my spirit knew it, and I just was like, let me be. And I still went, I still went, and it was just like the whole time I just was like, I could have stayed home for this. You see, something like along those lines. Always learn. You're like, okay, let you be, okay, all right, and that's not always great, because I always come back and say, Father, keep me. Keep me, baby, keep me. Don't let, because remember, He's keeping you for a reason. Your spirit is weighing on you for a reason. It's a warning. It's an introduction before needing to get too deep. You feel it, right? When you open the door to someone and it's like, ugh, I thought I wanted company, and now that you're here, I don't. I just remember that feeling all too well. And now I aim to have better intentions only to have pure intentions. As in, if I ever choose to spend my time anywhere with anyone, um, of course, you don't want to waste no one's time and you don't want your time wasted. But the most thing is the sincerity behind it. Like, what is my intention? And knowing the other person's intentions. If it's not mutual, then it doesn't make sense. Don't hold on to something for selfish, meaning. Like, there's only going to be a brick wall to hit eventually. So it's easy to just not wait for it. That's personally what I tend to be better at doing. And I find that it's not hard the more you mature, the more you realize. You start to become more uh, guarded with your time. Just like most people that get older, they say it physically. They say, "Well, I'm older, so I don't have that much time left." Well, same message. It's the same message that as you grow, as you mature, whether it's physically, spiritually, you start to get wiser with your time, with your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, because you should start to learn yourself, learn what you like, learn what you need, learn what makes you happy, learn what gives you joy, learn who makes you laugh, learn what good intentions look like, what it sounds like. Choose the people that, not choose you, no, no, no. Choose the people that make you feel like you. Because I can choose anyone. Doesn't mean that they understand me, they hear me. I can try to make them into something, not that that would be successful. I could try to help them see, but why should I ever have to make someone see me for who I am when I am right in front of them? Where there is someone out there that does, and you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to overthink. You will start to see the difference in each spirit. You will see familiarity. You will start to be like, I in your mind. Don't say this out loud unless you want to, but you'll start to catch yourself say things like, I've known your spirit before. You have a similar spirit to someone I've known. I know this type of spirit, and it ain't one I want to put up with. That's the beauty in maturing, getting older, growth. When you start to see it as revelation, because you don't know until you know. It's self realization. But before that, it's the self evaluation. Work on yourself. Don't be too hard, but be tough. Always be tough, because the flesh is weak and it wants to be spoiled and it wants to be catered to. And you definitely would want to cater to yourself. I know I would. I'm my own baby. I'm my own baby, right? So that just means whatever I want, I'm going to get. But there's a thin line, because when I start seeing some misuse, some abuse, unintentionally, like, oh, I'm eating a little too much cheesecake and now there's some weight gain. Allie, I'm gonna have to tell you no. It's necessary. Yeah. Discipline, balance, sincerity. So I'll leave it there.